The prosecution and defense were in agreement that Edwards shot and killed his fiancée, Amanda Williams. They say what's at question is whether he did so in an intentional act of murder or if he was acting in self-defense.
Edwards told prosecutors after she grabbed a kitchen knife and brought it to their room, he had two choices: get stabbed or shoot her with her own gun.
Like I said, I didn't want to shoot her. I did not want that to happen.
After Edwards shot Amanda 6 times, he said she didn't move and he didn't attempt to render aid because he didn't know how to. He said he only wanted to call 911, which he did.
I grabbed her gun from under the mattress and she was trying to come out.
That phone call came in on October 9th, 2023, around 11:40 p.m. The voice belonged to 41-year-old Terrell Edwards. The victim he named was Amanda Williams, the woman he was set to marry. I came across Amanda's story while researching recent domestic violence incidents, and the details pulled me in. I wondered, how could this happen to such a widely loved business owner? Someone with a reputation for kindness and success. As I looked deeper, the story revealed how what appeared to be a picture-perfect romance could conceal a devastating reality. Amanda Williams was known around her Cleveland area community for her warm smile and her devotion to helping others look and feel good. She was 46, a mother of 2 grown children, a proud grandmother, a business owner, a mentor, and a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Her hair salon, a LA Mode Stylers, had become a lively hub where clients felt like family. Records and social media posts show that Amanda built a strong network of fellow stylists and neighboring business owners who admired her upbeat attitude. Knowing that we were a family and a team, no matter what, one colleague said in a publicly shared interview.
Knowing that we was a family and a team, no matter what, we was always a family.
She was the kind of person who never forgot to check on you. Within the salon's walls, Amanda's presence seemed to glow. She combined her years of expertise in hairstyling with a nurturing spirit.
I am a wedding hairstylist. I've been doing hair for about 27 years now.
Over time, she branched out into her own hair care line and became recognized for bringing a personal touch to the world of beauty. Friends, clients, and online followers described her as inspiring, a local success story who poured her heart into everything she did. She also poured her heart into her family. By all accounts, Amanda valued her loved ones above all else. No one guessed her life would end so suddenly. Before we get too deep, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you find value in these discussions.
I wanna love you in every kind of way. I wanna please you no matter.
In late 2022, Amanda announced her engagement to Terrell Edwards. They had been dating for years, but she finally said yes to marriage. The relationship looked sweet and affectionate online. They took selfies at restaurants, teased each other in video clips, and posted about celebrating birthdays and holidays together. People who only saw their posts likely assumed the couple had a supportive bond. The reality, however, appears to have been full of arguments and tension behind closed doors. Sources familiar with the case, as well as official documents, indicate that friends sometimes noticed Amanda looked stressed or tired. Shortly before Amanda's death, she was preparing for a major new phase in her salon's journey. She'd posted about wanting to bring on another braider, excited to expand.
Just wanted to come on here and make an announcement that Alamo Styles is looking for a full-time braider, hairstylist, and 1 nail tech to join our team. If this is you, please feel free to contact me, Amanda the stylist, so we can arrange an interview.
Many believe she was also focusing on her next steps in life. A marriage with Terrell, continuing to grow her business, and cherishing time with her children and grandchild. In public, she kept her usual bright demeanor, giving no sign of the storm raging at home. Still, as I pieced together the accounts, it appeared the couple had been clashing more and more during the final weeks. Some neighbors claimed to have overheard loud disputes. A few friends wondered whether Terrell struggled with Amanda's success or felt insecure about his place in her flourishing world. Amanda's confidants shared posts online mourning her, some hinting at jealousy or possessiveness behind the scenes. But we only have fragments of what really happened in that household. On October 9, 2023, close to midnight, officers were dispatched to Amanda's home on Sunset Drive in Warrensville Heights after Terrell's disturbing 911 call. Publicly released records show that when law enforcement arrived, they found Amanda in the master bedroom, bleeding from multiple gunshot wounds. She was rushed to the nearest hospital, but it was too late. Amanda was pronounced dead. Investigators took Terrell into custody at the scene. His initial claim was self-defense. He allegedly told detectives that he and Amanda had a heated argument that night, which got so out of control that she threatened him with a knife. He insisted the situation forced him to grab a gun and shoot. Many were puzzled by the idea that Amanda, beloved for her gentle nature, would pose a lethal threat to him, especially as some of her wounds were in her back. But in certain domestic violence cases, suspects do try to reframe themselves as the victim. Within 48 hours, the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office announced there wasn't enough evidence yet to charge Terrell. He walked out, a free man, sparking outrage. Documents and news footage confirmed that family and friends of Amanda lit up social media, calling for further investigation. There was shock that a man who admitted to shooting his fiancée was released.
Now to a cry for justice after a young mom and business owner was shot to death. Amanda Williams was killed 2 weeks ago in her home. Today, her family is demanding to know why the man police arrested was set free.
It's an unsettling reality of certain legal thresholds. If prosecutors believe they lack the immediate proof to secure charges, the suspect can't be held indefinitely without formal complaint. The public responded with frustration, pointing out that Amanda could not speak for herself anymore. So any self-defense claim needed close scrutiny. People who loved Amanda took to Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, begging for justice. According to follow-up statements released to the press, Warrensville Heights police, with help from the prosecutor's office, continued building their case behind the scenes. They gathered ballistics data, forensic evidence, and more details from acquaintances who had relevant information. By early November, a grand jury reviewed the facts. In official records, the grand jury decided that the evidence was sufficient to indict Terrell Edwards on charges, including 2 counts of murder and domestic violence. Arrest warrants were issued. Not long afterward, Terrell turned himself in. This new development gave Amanda's family and friends a glimmer of relief. Finally, there would be a real pursuit of accountability. At this stage, I discovered more formal documentation about Terrell's background. There were rumors online suggesting a pattern of controlling or manipulative behavior, possible prior arrests, and tension with at least one other woman. Even though official sources didn't fully confirm every rumor, the swirl of allegations added layers of mystery. Amanda's loved ones insisted that she had been trying to end things with Terrell, but we may never know precisely how or when she decided that. The trial began in late February 2024, presided over by Judge Gall in a Cleveland courtroom. Observers reported the tension around whether the self-defense story would hold up against the physical evidence and the testimonies of those who knew the couple. Prosecutors pointed to the pattern. The argument centered on Amanda telling Terrell to move out. Data gleaned from text messages apparently showed her frustration with him. They underlined that claiming self-defense in a domestic setting sometimes happens when an abuser senses they're losing control. There was also a cell phone video discovered on Terrell's device. According to summaries from the trial, the video partially captured an argument in the bedroom. Prosecutors alleged it revealed Amanda telling Terrell to leave, holding a knife at some point, but also setting it down. The final segment of the video cut off right before the shots rang out. That partial footage, matched with ballistics, indicated Amanda may not have been close enough to him, or even holding the knife, when he opened fire. Several times during the trial, references popped up regarding Amanda's daughter, Tyler, who was in the house that night. Transcript excerpts reveal Tyler describing hearing the gunshots, rushing toward the bedroom, and being blocked from entering. She frantically tried to help her mother, but Terrell supposedly stood in the doorway and turned her away. Court documents stated that Tyler later saw her mother's lifeless form lying on the floor. That moment has been described as absolutely devastating for everyone who has read her account.
You just said you were de-escalating by telling her to chill out. Why didn't you de-escalate further by saying, "I've got your gun, please stop"?
Like I said, I didn't want to shoot her. I did not want that to happen.
Disputed Edwards' claim that Amanda lunged at him with a knife. They also pointed to an incident in the past where Edwards kicked her in the face, trying to show this wasn't his first act of violence towards her. After Edwards shot Amanda 6 times, he said she didn't move and he didn't attempt to render aid because he didn't know how to. He said he only wanted to call 911, which he did. And prosecutors, they pushed back, pointing out that he didn't even allow her own daughter to see her.
On March 4th, 2024, jurors returned their verdict. Terrell Edwards was guilty of 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of felonious assault, and 1 count of domestic violence. He was acquitted of aggravated murder, meaning the jury concluded he didn't plan the killing long in advance. But they firmly believed he acted with intent to kill Amanda in that confrontation. Reports indicate that at sentencing a few days later, Judge Gore handed down life in prison, with parole eligibility only after serving 24 years, due to firearm specifications adding to the mandatory time. Many local news sources described the tears and relief expressed by Amanda's supporters when the outcome was announced. They wanted to see him held accountable.
Like, that's really crazy that you even try to play crazy with my mama like that.
All right, come on, first in the court.
That's the plan to kill my mama. It's not no, like, oh, murder, no, that's the plan, that shit.
Though transcripts showed Terrell offered some words of regret, the harm was done, and irreversible. Family members who spoke publicly about Amanda made it clear that no sentence could restore her. They had lost a beloved mother, grandmother, friend, and pillar of the community. Reading the digital tributes to Amanda is both heartwarming and heartbreaking. She was laid to rest on October 19th, 2023, at the Word Church in Warrensville Heights. People who posted their eulogies online described her as the life of the environment, a beautiful soul and a woman who always encouraged others.
I have to live the rest of my life knowing that I wasn't there for my baby. She must have been terrified. She must have been terrified for her children downstairs.
The funeral took place just 10 days after she was killed, so swift that many couldn't process it in time. The ripples of grief continue to flow through her circle of friends and clients. Domestic violence is a recurring theme in the coverage of Amanda's death. Advocates, mental health professionals, and community leaders used her case to underscore the seriousness of conflicts that escalate behind closed doors. They pointed out that when someone attempts to end a toxic relationship, the risk level can become extremely high. Amanda's story is a call to remain watchful if a loved one seems trapped in a volatile situation. Long after the trial ended, news articles, social media posts, and forum discussions continue to highlight Amanda's legacy. When I scrolled through her old videos on Facebook, I felt an odd sense of closeness to someone I'd never met. One day, she was filming herself excitedly, talking about new hair products. The next, she was gone, The close friends share that the best way to honor her is by learning from what happened. They hold up her story as a reminder that no one is immune to violence, even the most joyful, accomplished, and giving individuals. Every relationship has layers that the outside world may never see. Amanda's public image was full of positivity, but her private reality took a horrifying turn. Her story will motivate us to check in on those we care about a little more deeply. In the end, the memory of Amanda Williams will live on in the hearts of those who admired her shining spirit and unwavering generosity. Terrell Edwards is behind bars, with the court's ruling that he is guilty of murder. Yet none of it brings true solace. Let her name be a reminder that behind friendly smiles and a successful front, there can be dangerous, hidden turmoil. Love should be about care and respect, never oppression or fear. And if we suspect someone is trapped in a dangerous environment, even subtle signs can be warnings. Perhaps Amanda's story will motivate us to check in on those we care about a little more deeply. Rest in peace, Amanda Williams. May your legacy of warmth, kindness, and ambition inspire us to be vigilant, to stand against violence, and to protect the bright lights among us from ever being extinguished too soon. I invite anyone who hears this story to remember Amanda Williams, keep her spirit alive by sharing positivity, and help create safer spaces for those who might be caught in the shadows of violence. Let her life stand for love, not tragedy. I hope these stories help you recognize the warning signs and encourage you to seek help or offer support before it's too late. I'll see you in the next episode on Crime of Passion. Thank you for watching.
What did I see? I saw a pattern of domestic abuse. Watch this. This whole pattern of abuse, apology. Abuse, apology.
I'm speaking for my mom because she's not here to tell her story. My mom did not deserve this at all. She was the best person, the most loved. I thank you guys for the support.
Hi everyone. First I just want to say that my family and I do appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been showing us through this difficult time. It means a lot to us. Through this time, I know you guys have been reaching out to us about some products that my mom has, and we wanted to give you a little update on that here.
Yeah, so we definitely been, crafting, thinking of different ways to, carry on her legacy, and we got some things in the works, launch coming soon, so please stay tuned for that. And once again, we deeply appreciate the love and support from everybody. And yeah, so happy holidays to y'all.
Happy holidays, and stay tuned.
Yep.